The internet again, but I think we're up and running now. That's Pinky Fabulous. Her contribution so far. I told y'all, we warming up. We wasting time listening. So every morning I'm going to feature a new one. Yeah, I'm feeling this one. So too, Papa. So we outside. We're looking good. Yeah, I heard that one for the first time and I love it. Anyways, we'll be back on the inside. Good morning, Shauna. Oh, good morning, Jay. Good morning, Christelle. I'm supposed to share somebody. Hold on. Where is it? Somebody asked me to share. Yeah, because some folks aren't getting the notification. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? Good morning. Good morning, Shantae, Christelle, everybody on the inside. Good morning, Sweetcakes. Listen, I'm still putting the mango cry out there. Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all had a good night. Good morning, Alicia. How are you? Hope everyone is having a good morning. Jackie, you can comment. You know what I love about our ladies' room? We keep it respectful. I don't think I've ever had to like ban anybody from the room for people like know how to conduct. You know, people that say people go on their lives and they act a particular way and they're this, that, and the other, right? But for the most part, I think people understand their place, where you are, time and place. If I'm on my private live and people want to gallivant and act accordingly, that's fine. But we understand when we come here, you know, it's a respectful space. People come here, they seek our advice, they seek our counsel, you know, our opinions, and we share it. So I've never had any need to ban anybody from the live or, you know, ask anybody to leave or whatever. People come, you know, we basically do what we're supposed to do in a respectful manner. We have fun, we laugh, and we go about our business. So you can do that anytime. Morning, Natty. Lisa, good morning. Rachel, good morning. Hey, Betty Ann, good morning. How are you? Good to have you guys back here with us. Kamali, good morning. Marlene, Larry, good morning. And haven't seen you for a couple mornings. Well, morning, Judy Ann. Good morning to our viewers on YouTube and, of course, listening online or via radio. It's indeed a pleasure having you here with us this morning. Anywho's, we're back at it. So, listen how we blocked people in the 90s. You just took the phone off the hook. Now it's physical block in real life. Morning, Terrence. Yeah, you've been missing in action these days, boy. Cindy, haven't seen you for the past couple of days either. I hope you're well. Rickson and all the regular listeners. Morning, Rhonda. Listen, don't let me and y'all have anything, eh? Don't make me and y'all have anything. I put out a call yesterday on my Facebook page asking folks who have mangoes to kindly donate some to me. And I was specific in what I like. If any one of all you come here in power with any bag of coot or tin mango, how we used to call it, you're going back with your bag of coot. Yeah, begging, but at the same time, I am a chooser when it comes to mango. Because I like mango, I mean, y'all just come and drop a set of old soft bunks up coot. And I ain't want no drain mango either. Don't pick up no mango in no drain and wash it and bring it. Hand-picked, nice, hard mangoes. So, Julie, Paul, Peach, Ceylon, Cali, Long, anything along those lines. Okay? But as I said, and I'm going to repeat, do not bring any coot mango or beef. Them big mango, no. I ain't want no beef and I ain't want no coot. Okay? And do not bring them if they're soft either, and do not bring them if you pick them up in your drain or on the ground. No. Alright? I thank you. Bye. So, morning, Janelle. Von Jenny, even see you top match in here. Have her eyes so bright. She just skipped my name and jumped to Kamali. After one is 2 times. I did not see you, Janelle. I'm sorry. Let me put on my glasses. I swear I did not see you. Morning, Val. Morning, Ellen. Morning, Della. I put on my specs. I didn't see you for real, I swear. I ain't want no Gucci either, Terrence. You're going back wherever you come out with your bag of Gucci. Yo, mango I passed yesterday and I see one amount of mango in the road. When we intend to get serious with these fruits that are bare and just on the ground, trees laden, and I come in town and I had to buy mango for 4 or 5 little mango for $5 in a bag. And then some of all your mango spoiling, all they haven't eaten it. When did red plums get to $5 a bag? What happened to the little $1 and $2 bag mango we used to have before? Everywhere I pass in town is $5 bag of red plum. Plum price and all gone up. Morning, Glendolyn. I tell you. Stacy, I'm a Aquarian, February 1. $5 a bag of red plum. Well, you suggest you have $1 in your purse, you buy a nice little 6 or 8 plum in a bag for $1. Now they're telling you the same 8 for 5. Oh, in line, boy. Anywho's, so we have two situation. My memory's, I don't know. I think I have to literally write everything before I share now. Before I even, I don't remember. My memory is like shot these days. Alright, somebody told me to share with them and I forgot. Where did you go? Okay, yeah. So we have two situations. The first one I'm not going to spend too much time on because I think we've exhausted it a number of times. I don't know how many times to tell y'all to cease and desist from going into people's phones. But y'all go anyways. And when you find what you find, now you're stressed. Listen, if your intent is to like leave a person and you're searching for evidence of the infidelity or things you can use as a get out of jail free card, then by all means, look and search to your heart's content. But if you have no intention, when I say no, nada, zilch of ever leaving a situation, leave people's phones alone. You are setting yourself up for heart failure, heart attack, high blood pressure, diabetes, fits, epilepsy, stroke. You're setting yourself up. Yes, you might have your suspicion. Find other ways to confirm your suspicion. Going into the phone is causing you more hurt than not knowing what you know. Anywho's, it's not only women who go in phone. Some of the men, they're just sneaky with it or slick about it. But they're looking too. Because that's how he find what he find. He say, so he put out a disclaimer. Bright and early, he says, so to start, I know going through phones and how it looks. So what you go for? What you go there and do? So you go, you find what you find. But he said sometimes insecurity can get the best of you. True, I'll give you a pass. Anyways, the girl, his wife, has been texting a guy she met through some friends. And they hit it off and, talk for a while. She said friendly stuff. So a few days ago, he says, she texts him talking about how much of a connection she felt to him. And I was reciprocated. Immediately, he said that threw me off and raised a red flag. I confronted her about it and she says it's strictly platonic. But it hasn't been made clear that it's platonic. Homeboy, of course, is interested, being that the homeboy said that he felt that connection with her as well. But the husband problem is that hasn't been made clear that it's platonic on his wife's end. He says, I don't know. The whole thing seems sketchy to me. I'm not sure what to think. I even told my wife, had that been me texting another woman that stuff about feeling a connection, she would have flipped out on me about it, and she agreed. So I feel that I am right for this. She says she will tell him it's platonic whenever he takes her back. Mr. Man, you're running your house or you're running around your house? According to my friend Gucci, you're running outside or you inside your place? Which one is it? You outside or you inside? Because how as a man in your place, you're leaving it up to the lady to tell the man, Miss, there and then pull out your phone and let us put this thing to rest. Like immediately. Here and now. You've already messed up because here you are telling next man you're feeling connection and sparks and electricity and jolts and what have you. And the man returned the same sentiment that he feels the same way. If you didn't go in the phone, you don't know what would have happened. Could have gone on to pass feeling connection and actually connecting. But be that as it may, divine intervention, I guess. You happen to go based on a little insecurity and you was getting a little, I guess men have intuition and spidey senses as well. You went in there, saw what you saw. So now you're not sure because Mr. Man, my wife in charge of you. So the wife say, the next time the man texts her, she will tell him that it's platonic. Then she gonna text him back and tell him use her next name. Auntie Mary next time to text her. And she herself let the woman float in peace. So the woman Glendon said the husband doing the same thing, don't bother with him. He's just looking for a reason to distract you. You think they're good? You never know. These problems they advancing these days in the trickery department. They're advancing in the trickery department. So when you think you're a step ahead of them, I find they're catching up with the game. So you never know. They say who have good foot take in front. So before in front take you. Because I didn't find he reaction normal. Like you see your wife texting her next man, telling the man she feel connection, and the man telling her he feel connection, and to me just calm. He's like he just taking it. But then again, them cool one on them. Freedom. So you can call in you late, but morning. Fred them cool one. Listen, I don't think a man that you can make a beating table with you going down the road word for word, back and forth, two of us, than a man that check out, don't say a word, cool, and you don't know what they're thinking, what they're gonna do. When a man could go down in the market with you and wave your red bingo bag in the air with you, you know they ain't doing nothing. They ain't busting fly. I go do you this, I go do you that. That's a grand move. But you see those that doesn't say a word, you don't know what you're gonna get until you get it. But it's kind of concerning that how cool and accepting he is. Like, where is the... Maybe I'm too aggressive, yeah? So let me go down the road. Morning.
You sure you're wicked and bad with yourself? You sure you're wicked with yourself? You sure you're wicked and bad?
What I do? How is me?
You sure you're wicked and bad?
How is me? What I do?
With yourself? No, Aruna always be too dirty sometimes. And I don't like how you're behaving. I don't like how you're behaving.
But what I do?
I don't like how you're behaving. And you know what you do. So don't come with this innocent thing. You know what you do. You know what you do. You get something to talk about. You get a situation. The situation is being discussed, but you take it and you elasticize it, and you go all over the place with it, and you try and swing the boom to make right wrong and wrong right. You don't do that.
But how I make right? I just ask why the man so cool. Your wife texting man, and you telling the wife telling you when the man texts her back, she go tell him the relationship just platonic.
And that is the point.
How I wrong?
And if the guy chose the other route, you'd say, well, at least he could have been cool about it and calm about it to see and give her an opportunity to. So you do, you're damn. You don't do, you're still damn. You all your way. Watch. Aruna, let me tell you something. Try that thing with people who don't know, eh? You understand? Because there are people outside there who go defend the species. And I find you break away, you run away, and you're bunging away these days. And I find like I have to come back and set this thing straight. Because I listen to you, you know. And I watch you and I realize you're galloping, I realize you're gallivanting and you're going down a certain road. Let me finish at talking, don't cut me. You understand? I find you galloping and you're gallivanting and you're going down a particular road, Aruna. I'm paying attention to you, you know. I'm watching you, you know. You understand? If the man had and get on, well, I see all kind of thing. All kind of thing. Water couldn't have washed the brother here today. You understand? The brother decide there's no physical evidence of any immorality. So let me just take it easy and think. So the guy is being cool, he's been calm, he's been in control of the situation. But that's still ain't good enough for you. You see? So watch, Aruna, let me go because you see me and you, find you're trying to fracture the relationship that me and you have. You understand? It ain't go break because the relationship's strong, but I find like you're trying to fracture it. You understand? And I find, no, I will all the too wicked and bad and all they ready with all this stuff because...
I wrong. So you don't find that behavior don't normal? Or your wife texting next man and telling them relationship, she feeling connection and sparks and man returning...
And she's wrong for doing that, Aruna, but the guy handled the thing maturely. That was a mature... I mean, oh gosh, the man act like a man. No, there are stages to this thing. Listen, you're going to fight. You understand? You're going to fight. You go walking, the fight, the man now start to talk, you go walking with a hand grenade. No, you have to get to a hand grenade. You have to go from big stone to this, to that, and then you get to the hand grenade. But you want the man, go to the hand grenade so you have more thing to see. No, the brother did the right thing. He acted maturely. She acted responsibly. You understand? And then even though the young lady had her indiscretions, he gave her the opportunity to rectify it. And that is what is important. Give the brother some credit.
Alright. Take credit, Papa. Take credit, you hear?
She
for
feeling
being
connection like
a responsible man.
Connection like a phone company, and he giving credit and he don't get no credit for it. Only don't do that, Aruna. Only don't do that. I go come back there and I go have to straighten this thing because I don't like how you operating. I go on.
Go on, alright. I think I'm well pregnant about the situation. Let me move on to the next topic here, Papa, because you look as though I'm going to win. All I was asking is why the man. Boy. Me not nothing more to say on that, no, Papa.
All I'm saying is the conversation I see, me and she never talk it. What I'm wrong again, man?
And this one self-done artist. Janelle, let me find out what company the man using so we could give him some credit. But the point remains. Alright, let me give him a little credit for handling it maturely. We could have been singing a different tune this morning. We could have hear so and so, wanted by police for causing grievous harm and whatever, endangerment or abuse. So you could hear so and so in the hospital and whatever. Alright, so let me give him some credit for handling it maturely. Alright? Okay? Alright. Good connection. Oh, this one's come talking about pay me. I'll bring some Ceylon mango for you. You hear me say I don't buy no mango again. I tried buy mango. Boy. Anyways, let me move on to the other church people affairs, you hear? Man call me and speech me off, yes. I can't even come back from now on. I ain't even have a rebound. Anywho's, so a young lady says that she's engaged and planning her wedding for 2024. Make water come on my eyes, I can't even see. Planning her wedding for 2024. She says we're happy and we're in love, but unfortunately, my mother cannot stand a bone in my partner. She has told me that he isn't right for me, not for any discernible reason other than she get a vibe. You know that people and them all that the spirit and take. You know that spirit and give it he says. But she says, while I'm still planning to proceed with my wedding, my mother's approval is very important to me, and I hate this roadblock. I'm also worried enough to heed her warnings somewhat because what if she's right? I have asked her to sit with us both to talk and go into more details about her reservations. But she said the spirit is leading her away from my partner. What do I do? Boy, that is a tough one. And you want to know why? Because a couple years ago, I remember my mother telling me the same thing about a particular individual, that no matter what, the person needs to bring this for her, bring grocery, bring provision, because she likes she ground provision, bag of yam, bag of sweet potato, this, that. She taking it still, but my spirit and give it here, something. And after a while, if I had listened to that spirit that our mothers and fathers seem to have that we don't have and can't see. Sometimes if we pay attention to their vibe, when they say spirit and give it this person ain't giving me a vibe, it could save us a lot of problems and headache. But no, we want to have our own way. We see what we see. We know what we know. Them in the old time stupidness and the long ago thing, and you and your spirit and whatever. Always some kind of old talk and old spirit and old jumpy talk. But if we listen sometimes, we could actually save ourselves. But that is not the case across the board. They're not always right. Sometimes people just don't like somebody. A little thing that they might say, how they might look, might just irk them. And sometimes it isn't something big. It's just something little that they just don't like. So she wants to know if she should proceed or ask her. And I think that is the best thing to do, to have a sit down. Let's have a powwow. Yourself, your mother, and your fiancé. Let's sit and let's put everything out on the table. Mom, let it all out. What are your concerns? What are your reservations? What is that vibe that you're getting that you don't like? Let's sit and have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Yeah? I think that's the way to go. As adults, have conversations. But just saying as a mother, your vibe isn't into the person, you're not feeding the person isn't enough. This person is planning a wedding. Engaged and planning the wedding for next year. She says they're happy and they're in love, but your mother cannot stand a bone in your partner. So to me, it's important to trash those things out now before you actually get married and widen the gap between yourself. The relationship might break down and you might have issues. So I think it's wise to attack it from now head on and give her a chance to express herself as to why she feels the way she feels. At the end of the day, it's still your decision. It's still your decision whether to get married or not. She can't make that decision for you. You're an adult. So whether she's feeling it, she's not feeling it, and you want to, the wedding is going to happen with or without her. So while there are people who need similar clarification with the issue of parental involvement when selecting a spouse, yes, it's important to involve them, but at the end of the day, it's your life. Yeah? So yes, you might want the support. You might want to know you can go to mommy anytime and your spouse can do the same. But it don't work that way all the time. Getting the blessing of your parents or your mother is important, but not at any cost. If your mother has a track record of giving you good, reliable advice, then yes, our advice should matter now too as well. You'll also have to consider though that parents can have a bias which can impact their ability to be objective and form proper opinions when it comes to you selecting a partner. Sometimes it's almost like what they would want for themselves, that's what they want for you. They'll be like, you know what, I grew up struggling, so I don't want you to be with a man. Me and your father struggled most of our lives. So we want you to be with a man who is already made, who can take care of you, who can provide for you. We don't want you to pick up no broke man and two of all your hand to mouth and see in trouble. So while you getting the blessing is important, my point remains that you can't do it at any cost. And she has a record of giving you good advice, then heed her advice, listen to it, but at the end of the day, you get to make your own decision. Biases are abound everywhere. It can be social, it can be religious, it can even be racial. You're old enough to determine your own path, and you have been able to determine necessary to continue regardless, to get engaged regardless, which was your own adult decision. Likewise, you have to make this decision on your own. It'll require you to act as an adult, make a decision, then take responsibility for it however it goes. Yeah? So my advice would be to speak to your mother again. Let her know how much you appreciate her, you love her, and would like her to be a part of your wedding. Let her know why you believe this person is the one for you, also that you need more specific and practical information from her if you are to change your plans. And remind her as well that you are an adult enough to make a choice, stand by it, come what may. Let her know you want her support though. Yeah? So speak to your fiancé as well. Reassure him of your love, let him know that you value your mother's input, you really want her blessing, and let him know if you plan to have a meeting with you and your mother. And if you guys have not done it as yet, make sure you stick in some premarital counseling in there. Make sure to get proper counseling, not just jump into it, because proper preparatory work can take as much as, let's say about 6 to 8 weeks. So take the time, make the relevant investments to do that. Get your questionnaires with the probing questions, and which will provide you and your partner with the necessary tools for managing your marriage. And you can also let your mother know of your plans to have extensive premarital counseling sessions. I'm not sure if it'll be open to her as well, to get her in on sitting on the sessions, and maybe the person conducting the sessions can ask, and you never know, you might have a breakthrough. And you might get to realize that it isn't nothing big that your mother disapproves of your partner for. Could be something just like the spirit, that spirit that they have. Need to have the spirit to tell you which lot of numbers that I want. I always used to tell my mother that. I'm like, this spirit that you have. But her intuition used to be bang on. My mother has the most amazing intuition. When she says, it's like she literally sees it before it happens. But I always used to tell her, how come you ain't seeing a lot of numbers? Let me win something and me and you could go and have a time. So, what do you guys think she should do? Samuel said the man is you know, I was glad when Mark banned Samuel. Listen to Samuel's response. That is your father outside child. Like, wow. Like every day you all just bounce low and low and just wallow in the mud. Or that is the father outside child and the mother know that and she can't tell her. Like really, Samuel? So your mother gonna that is your brother, your stepbrother, you're going and married and don't say anything, just don't like you and don't say anything. You see how you're out on timing? That is why you always get blocked. That's why you always get blocked. Because you out of order too much about that's your that's your child, your father child. He said, but if my mama want to involve, maybe she accustomed running to mama for everything. Maybe probably she's an only child. I tell people, this is one of the hardest relationships to ever be in. There are some that are, but you see, an only child, a man that is an only son or a daughter that is an only daughter. Ooh, I've never heard anybody say. The people that I know, it's like you married the mother, you married the father. It's like mother's acting as though that is, she still could do what she want, come in your place, tell you how to cook, how to clean, how to wash, and she and son on phone hours, and you're just there, or you go over and check mommy for hours, and you. She just says the only person's feelings I will consider on who I marry is my son, and that's that, because he's still a child. Anyone else, nope. Gotta live my life to please me. It's your choice, not mom. Mom had a good old time with she man and them. She said, Candida, so why you have to put and them for? Mom. It's your choice, not mom. Mom had she good old time with she man and them before she husband. Oh my god. Yo, I can't. She man and them. Any lady can't trust me have a man what years? Huh? The man probably died, she's a little widow, and just they going to giving she life to service of the Lord and spending time in her church with her God and her Bible. I'm talking about the lady and she man and them. Anyways. Somebody here says, how old is your mom? How old is your partner? Parents can be right at times, but with very good reason. If the only reason is just a vibe and you can't get the vibe, just go and live your life happy. But don't forget to refer to the first part. Is your mother into... Boy. Someone says, what if your mom is wrong? Then you see your first cousin and him married and living happily while you're still home with mom making bread. Waiting for good vibes from mom. Woman, do you? If it's a mistake, it's your mistake. I didn't hear no mention of dad. So maybe dad is not in the picture. Maybe she's a single parent, or maybe dad died. I don't know, but there was no mention of dad. It was only mom not feeling. I feel like your mother's side. Boy, Jesus be offense. Someone says, do background check, marry your guy, and hope you guys can get through whatever the future holds. Trust me, any slight bump, be prepared to hear your mother mouth. I told you so. Tell you don't marry the man. So when you have little issues, don't unless y'all mend this and sort this out before the wedding, After that, if you have any issues, anything, you can't tell her nothing. Because all you're going to hear is, Mr. Tell you was not to get married to the man. You play no man, well, deal with your man for yourself. Deal with you and your husband, sort out all your thing for all yourself. That's what you're going to hear. So it's very important that you guys meet each other halfway or come to some compromise or some understanding before you walk down any aisle or up any aisle or whatever the case might be. Dawn says she can't just expect you to accept a decision just because you're the one who loves him, not her. Unless she comes clean with something valid, go ahead with your marriage. Mom wants to work her life and run yours. So maybe you should talk with her one-on-one first before asking her to sit with both of you. Look deeper into your partner. Maybe you miss something, but focus on your happiness. Could be it. Mother knows something you ain't know. So then mother needs to tell me exactly what she knows that I don't know before I make the mistake of my life. Basically, to me, that's it. Let homegirl know. If you know you really have concrete evidence that this person is not the right person for your daughter, and there's evidence to support your claim, then bring it to the forefront. Or if it's just a case of, I just don't like him, well, you're going to have to get to like him at some point, because down the aisle we go.
Aruna, I don't want that credit. Tell Jason we don't want that credit. No, Papa. That credit ain't good.
See? Jason and man and them backing out. They don't want that. You alone on that. Someone says trust your mother's intuition. But what about her own intuition? Because it doesn't seem like a mother is giving her credit for the fact that she raised a responsible daughter that is capable of making good choices. Is there anything before that shows that your mom questions your judgment? Or did you have a number of slip-ups that has your mom questioning your choice in a partner? Maybe you had issues before with previous partners who maybe had the same kind of energy like your fiance. I don't know. There's a lot of if. But the only way you can get to the bottom of this is to have a conversation with your mother, have a conversation with all three of you together, and see if you can get past it. Life is too short to waste going back and forth with nonsense, and you don't like the man. And at the end of the day, you ain't sleeping leg in leg with the man. The person who is don't have a problem. If you have a problem, speak now, forever hold your peace before the people stand up in front of any pastor, judge, whatever the case might be, and say their I do's. Sort it out. Y'all talk. Talking can solve a lot of problems. Find out what's the issue. What is annoying her about your man? Did they have some running before? Did she know him from somewhere? What? If she can't give you a valid reason, then hey, we're getting married. I'll see you in 2024. Alrighty? On that note, I'll see you guys on Monday, God's will, and we shall surely reconvene at 11 a.m. in the forenoon. Thanks everybody for your contributions. Thank you so much for listening or viewing, and of course calling. We appreciate you. Alright, so I'll check in with you guys next week. Until then, have a good Thursday. Mama need to look for somebody self too and to occupy she time. And be a cougar or something, and get some nice little young man to keep you out of your daughter's business. Anyways, bye.